Hello, shaky screen, sorry about that. My name is Professor Rad, and today we're going to talk about how you can use your calculator to basically condense all the steps of the long division algorithm into essentially just one step. Now, your calculator is cooked up to give you answers in either decimal or fraction or mixed number format. They are not created to give you a quotient and remainder. So I'm going to show you how we can hack the technology to do that. So we're going to start out with this example, 8,413, and we're going to divide it by 11. I'm going to write it as if I were going to do my long division algorithm, like this. And what I'm going to do off on the side here is I'm going to put what I type into my calculator. So I'm going to type 8413 divided by 11 equals into my calculator. So 84, what was it? 13 divided by 11. Okay, and it gives me this beautiful number. So we get 764.81 repeating. 818181. When I get this response on my calculator, it's telling me 11 goes into 8413 764 whole times with some amount left over. The decimal and the remainder are different things. I'm going to ignore the decimal and just pick up that whole number result. I'm going to write 764 here. Next on my calculator, I'm going to do the multiplying step of the long division algorithm. So I'm going to do 764 times 11 equals. So 764 times 11. And I get 8,404. So that's what I'm going to write underneath, 8,404. So we did the dividing part of the algorithm, then we just did the times. Now we have to do the subtraction. So I'm going to do 8413 minus 8404. Bring my calculator back here. 8413 minus 8404, and that gives me 9. So that will be my remainder. So 8413 divided by 11 is 764 with a remainder of 9. Let's try another example, and this time let's use a different calculator. So I've got my Casio calculator here set up. So we're going to set it up the same way. We've got 3025, and we're going to divide that by 15. So 3025 divided by 15. And now this calculator expresses answers by default in fraction format, which is different from what the red calculator was showing us. So depending on your calculator, it might express answers in different ways. So here's how I can get this out of fraction form on my calculator. So depending on the calculator, sometimes there's a button over here that's got sort of like a squiggly line on it. On this calculator, it's got this SD button here. This is what we want to press. If I press SD, watch the screen, it now has made it into the decimal format. So on this calculator, it's that SD button. On some other calculators, it's kind of down over on this side. And it's like it looks a little squiggly, or it's got like some triangle or something on it. I don't remember quite what it looks like, but it looks something kind of like that. Regardless, we got 201.6 as our answer. Remember, we ignore that 0.6. We just want the number that's in front, the 201. So that's what I'm going to write up top. Now I'm going to do the multiplication part. So I'm going to do 201 times 15. And I get 3015 as my answer. And then to finish, we can subtract. So 3025 minus 3015 is going to give me 10. So 30,025 divided by 15 is going to give me 201 with a remainder of 10. Let's check our answer on this one just to practice the checking technique. So remember to check, you multiply the quotient by the divisor, add the remainder, and you should get the dividend. So 201 times 15 is going to give me 3,015. Add the remainder, and we get 3,025, which is what we were dividing into all along. So it checks out. All right, so I have a few problems here at the bottom for you to check your work, or check your process, I guess. So use your calculator to find the quotient and remainder for each of these 3 problems. We've just got one more video on division to go. In the next video, we're going to talk about what happens when you try to divide by 0. Such a small amount, and yet it can cause such big issues. So I will see you then, and I hope you have a wonderful day.